University of Missouri Healthcare knows you've got better places to be than in a hospital. That's where our world-class technology and highly skilled medical team come in. We get you home sooner. That's important to you and those who wait for you.
Rufus, guess who's home?
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Thursday. It's August the 4th, and we're going to talk about the Drowsy Chaperone today and also sales tax holiday. Let's start first of all with Rob Crouse. And you're not a drowsy chaperone.
I'm not a drowsy chaperone. Actually, drowsy is a synonym for drunk in the show.
Okay.
The chaperone always has a cocktail in her hand and she's going, I'm feeling a bit drowsy.
Well, that's not too good. But anyway, this is Capital City Players, and this is a funny production.
Oh, my gosh. It's a musical comedy that is for the whole family, which you don't find much of anymore. Mm-hmm. All singing, all dancing. It's about a young man whose favorite musical is The Drowsy Chaperone. And so he puts the recording on in his little apartment, and all of a sudden, all the people in the show start popping out of his refrigerator, his bed, his stove, and everything, and performing The Drowsy Chaperone.
That's kind of like he's living a dream.
It is. And so the fun of the thing is that the action stops whenever he wants, so he can comment about the actors in real life and their problems and all of this, and then it goes on. Or if the record has a scratch and they're dancing, of course they're doing the same dance step till he hits the record and goes on. I mean, it is one of the cleverest, most imaginative musicals I have seen in a long, long time, and it won all kinds of New York awards because of that.
How many people do you have in the production?
I'm referring to it as an all-star cast because it's around 16 people, and you got people in it like Warren Kretsch, your friend, radio personality Warren Kretsch, who plays the Broadway producer, Dustin Allison from here in Columbia, who plays the man in the chair, and he works for Governor Nixon. And then you've got people like Shina McLean, whose name is now Brashears. She plays the bride in the show.
Oh, and she just got married.
And she actually got married last week in real life, and she performs at Stevens College. So, I mean, it's a real Audie Klein, who is a Jeff City comedic institution there, and just an all-star cast.
So you have a wonderful production. You've got dinner theater or lunch theater, whatever you prefer.
Right.
On Sunday you've got a Sunday meal.
Yes.
And then during on Saturday night and Friday night.
Right, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Friday, you have dinner.
2 weekends, a wonderful buffet by Argyle Catering Company. Mm-hmm. We open August 11th, and it runs the 11th, 12th, 13th, those evenings.
So you're going to open next week.
Right.
Next week, okay.
Right, and then it runs that Sunday matinee on the 14th, and then the following weekend, 18th, 19th, 20th of August, and a final matinee on the 21st on Sunday.
So if people want to come, the telephone number to call?
The telephone number to call is 573-681-9012.
And there's a whole bank of operators that are on duty right now?
There is a bank of operators waiting right now to take your ticket order or your season membership for next year.
All right, Rob. Do you have a website they can go to also?
We do, www.capitalcityplayers with an A in capital .com.
Okay, but those bank of operators, well, you've got about 60 or 70 operators right now standing by.
Ticketmaster. All of Ticketmaster is waiting for your order.
They're waiting for you right now.
And you'll never have a better time than the Drowsy Chaperone.
Thank you, Rob Crouse, Capital City Players. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Okay, now we have Ted Farnen, who is with us. He's going to talk about sales tax holiday.
Yes.
What is a sales tax? Well, most people know what it is, but go ahead and tell us.
Well, August 5th through the 7th, those 3 days only, this year. This is an annual event.
So it starts tomorrow.
Yes, starts tomorrow. On those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you buy certain qualified items, and in general it's clothing, school supplies, and computers and computer accessory stuff, you will save the state's sales tax rate of 4.225%. That's minimum.
Okay. Now, when you say you buy clothing, this is only for kids, though, right?
No, you don't have to be a student. You don't have to have students in your family. You don't even have to live in Missouri. The important part is the purchase has to be made in Missouri, and during those 3 days,
adults and seniors can
absolutely.
take advantage. I thought it was just for the...
No. We call it back to school because it's a few weeks before school traditionally starts for most kids. And that is, most of the stuff that's bought is geared towards that, but you don't have to be a student, for example, to buy a computer. You can be any age and buy a computer or clothes or even some of the things that are involved with school supplies like pens and pencils, things like that.
So is this all locations in Missouri?
Yes, because the legislature passed this so that it applies statewide. Now, the one group of people that can opt out of it are certain cities and counties and districts that charge sales tax. And for example, the city of Columbia and the county of Boone have said, we don't want to participate. Now, you still save the state sales tax.
But they're not giving you the
But
city sales tax.
That's right. They'll still charge the city sales tax and the
Isn't that going to be
county.
confusing for some people?
No, the stores know how to do it and computer it, have it into the computers and their cash registers.
So, okay,
and all that.
which cities are exempting it? City of Columbia?
Well, there are just two. Statewide, there are about 160-some cities that are opting out and about 50 counties. And again, you can go to our website and see who is opting out so that you know where you can get the biggest savings. But no matter where you go, you're going to save.
You're not going to pay You're not going to pay
the state
tax.
sales tax. So even if you buy something in Columbia, you're not going to pay the state's 4.225% sales tax. And when you buy a bigger item like a computer, that's significant.
And you know, Cindy Mustard here, Cindy Mustard is having the Boone County Back to School Health Fair.
That's the next week.
So you can buy, if you want to buy some items for that Back to School Health Fair for the Voluntary Action Center, you can buy them this week, save them, and then take them over.
That would be a smart idea because, one, you're saving money this weekend, but you're doing something good for the kids next week.
Okay.
So that's a great idea.
And for more information, where do they go? To
www.dor.mo.gov. That's the Department of Revenue. So dor.mo.gov.
Now, Ted, you did some announcing at KBIA several years ago, right?
Back in the late 80s.
Do it in your KBIA voice.
Oh, no, that would I don't know that I could do that. Should I?
Yeah, do it in your KBIA voice.
I have to think about the old copy. You have to make it as inoffensive as possible. So it'd be something like, this is KBIA 91.3 FM, and this program is sponsored by the Chubb Group.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
A good organization. KBIA is a wonderful radio station.
It is. I give money to it every year.
Thank you very much. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Vera Massey, University of Missouri Extension, will be with us. I want to remind you, our show, directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from that wonderful radio station, KBIA Radio. And our floor director, Andrew Orozco, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And if you'd like to watch this program again, go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends, sign up for a vodcast or podcast, and now you can like us on Facebook.com/RFWPP, or follow us on Twitter at Paul Pepper KBIA. Bye-bye.